Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, yeah, go get you the drip. Yeah, yeah, y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.
Show, Fanatical Massholes, your boy Mizzo holding it down against Solo. Shout out my boy Marquis on the mend. Got a good show for y'all tonight. Got a bunch of topics, good ones. Matter of fact, I'm actually changing the name. We're going to start switching it up. It's going to be called the Fanatical Massholes Mostly Sports Show. You know what I'm talking about? Because we're going to start mixing back in some hip-hop, some regular topics, some crazy, off-brand topics that's going on in the world today. So, yeah, we're going to get into it. You know, like I said, we're going to be talking about recap Thursday Night Football, look into this week's college football, NFL football games, our locks, rants, bozos, a bunch of NBA topics, and also, like I said, when we talked about rap, hip-hop topics, pardon me, Casting and Offset had something to say about this generation or today's hip-hop, so I'll get into that, give my thoughts on that as well. Yeah, another crazy subject. Woman has 22 kids, so I'm going to ask a crazy question. So, yeah. We're going to get into all that. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, support. Also, before we get into the show, I'd like to thank my sponsors. If you're looking to get a plate, hit up the good folks. Good brother, Timothy Brumfield at Big Belly Barbecue. He's got all the fixings. He does catering. He'll take care of you. Hit him up on Facebook, on Instagram. On Facebook, he's Timothy Brumfield. On Instagram, he's Fatboy508. Like I said, hit him up. He'll take care of you. Looking to get some gear, hit my man up, Charles Price. Young Fly Forever. They got clothes for kids, men, women, all the good stuff for you. You know what I mean? So hit him up. He also got a store out on Southbridge on Hamilton Street. I don't know the exact number, but like I said, I'll put the website up for you so you can see it. And yeah, he'll take care of you. So those are my sponsors. Shout out to them. And remember, like I said, I'm going to say it again. Like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. All right, let's get into it. Last night's game was horrible, man. I didn't know what to say. I was going to say corny. I was going to say trash. But I don't want to do all that because these grown men out there playing, earning a paycheck like everybody else. But last night's game, man, was just not a good watch. And I think we all knew that going in, but yet we watched it anyway because we love football. And the NFL keeps doing this to us. My real takeaways from this game, again, the Bears win, beat the Panthers 16-13. From stats-wise, I mean, there's not much there. Neither quarterback threw for over 200 yards. Neither of them threw a touchdown or a pick. Punt return was the lone touchdown for the Panthers. Special teams. Emir Smith-Marset, let me give him his credit. Shout out to him. Devontae Foreman, he got a touchdown for the Bears. 21 rushes, 80 yards, touchdown. I mean, other than that, like, it's just rushing yards for the Panthers, 43 yards. It was just a bad game to watch. And then also Frank Reich makes it worse by kicking a 59-yarder in Chicago in the wind. Come on, man. Like, you're not making that. Instead of you might as well just went for it on 4th and 10. I mean, a bad read by Bryce Young too as well, but still, like, you're gonna send your kicker out there in Chicago, 59 yards, bozo of the week. He's not the bozo, but he gets a bozo for that. Yeah, so I mean, again, it was just my takeaways from this as a fan. It's the NFL. We got to start doing something different, man. As far as just scheduling these big primetime games, like they're just not watchable. You watch them because it's football. You can't just keep doing this to us because you're the NFL. And everybody loves the NFL. And there's gambling involved. Whatever, the parties and everything else that go on to it. Obviously, Thursday nights is probably a big hit. You know, Thirsty Thursday. So all the kids or whatever, the college kids, men, women, they all go to the bar and they watch Thursday night game. But who wanted to watch this? I'd rather play darts or checkers or something else than to watch this game. Like, you got to start flexing these games out. Like, I get in the beginning of the season, you put it on there, but I would just start flexing them out from week 2. Let's say week 5, whatever. You know what I mean? At least after week 6 or something. Because again, you know, that Chiefs Broncos game a few weeks back, that wasn't a good watch. I mean, there hasn't really been that many good games on Thursday night this season. Yeah, so I just think, and even the Monday night games, I'm not feeling a lot of these games on primetime. I'm really not. Just the matchups, period. Nothing really to look forward to. I mean, I think they start flexing out from like week 6. Week 6 on, you can just start flexing. Like, all right, no, let's put these two teams there. You know, I mean, I don't know how the NBA does it, like say on TNT, their broadcast, or even ESPN, or even like ESPN does for baseball. But I'm pretty sure from what I look and what I'm seeing that they kind of do. Excuse me, they kind of they do it where you see the teams that they pick for the Sunday night matchup in like baseball or the Thursday games and on TNT or even the Friday games. It's kind of I feel like it goes by hotter teams, you know what I mean, or teams that are kind of winning, you know what I mean, or maybe even over by the stars. I get it. It's Bryce Young, but there's no stars. Justin Fields wasn't there. I get it. Justin Fields versus Bryce Young. You know what I mean? But since Justin Fields wasn't there and he was injured, man, listen, Tyson Baggett, he's cool. He's cool. But man, you gotta flex that game out. I'm a fan. I want that game flexed. I want that game flexed out, and I want flex schedule going forward. Going forward. All right, but yeah, that's my takeaway from that game. Not a good watch. All right. So now, before we get into the college football games and my locks and everything else, I want to give you a stat. Remember, I gave you a stat last week about quarterback dropbacks and what is their record over 40 times. It's not good. I just predicted it wouldn't be good. So here we go. So give me a second here. Let me just make sure I get my notes because I wrote all this down. There's some thorough investigating and thorough studying. So through the first 9 weeks of the season, quarterbacks who drop back 40 plus times are 20 and 38. Now, mind you, these are the quarterbacks who've thrown those passes, the most number of passes in that time. So in week 1, it was Mac Jones who threw 54 passes. Why would Mac Jones drop back to throw 54 passes? Who's he throwing? Listen, we know the Patriots receivers aren't that good to be throwing 54 times. CJ Stroud 47 times week 2. Andy Dalton 58. Andy Dalton 58 times? Come on. Sam Howell 41 times. Sam Howell 51 times. Gardner Minshew 55 times? Come on, man. Derek Carr 55 times and Jared Goff 53 times. Sam Howell again 52 times against the Eagles. And then last week, Sam Howell threw 45 times. Mac Jones threw 44. Mac Jones, I'm sorry, Dak Prescott and Joe Burrow each threw the ball 44 times. Again, the record is 20 and 38 when the quarterback drops back to throw more than 40 times, 40 or more times. Listen to Keyshawn Johnson. Shout out to Keyshawn Johnson. That's not a recipe for success. It isn't. Stop putting, especially the rookie quarterbacks or the second-year quarterbacks or quarterbacks who don't got the requisite parts around him. Dropping them back that many times? Come on, man. Come on. So now, let's bring it to when they drop back. When the quarterback drops back, hold on, where's my stats at? Hold on, tripping out here. So when they drop back when they drop back 31 to 39 times, drop back to pass 31 to 39 times, their record is 52 and 57, still under 500. But okay, now listen to the record when they drop back to pass 30 times and under, 65 and 33, 32 games under 500. 65 and 33. Come on, man. Look, I'm not a math whiz. You can do the whole percentages and all that in your own head, and you let me know in the comment section. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, support. That's crazy. That is crazy. Look at that stat that I just gave you. 30 times and under, when the quarterback drops back to pass, the teams are 65 and 33 over these first 9 weeks of the season. Listen, that's just, you don't have to drop back that many times. Running backs matter still. That's what also tells me that. Running backs matter. Running backs matter. They don't want to pay these guys, but the running backs matter. They matter in this game. Oh, man. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. What else we got going on? So let's get back into the show. That's just stat I want to throw out because I've been dying to give that stat because I knew like, you know what, this can't be. I remember Keyshawn saying this. pardon me, years ago. And I'm like, you know what? I got to look the stat. I'm done to do it this season. And like I told y'all last week, I teased it. Like, I'm going to give you the stat. I'm going to give you the stats for that. And there you have it. Do what you will with them. Whatever. It is what it is. If the NFL teams are listening, do what you will with them too as well. But whatever. All right. So back to the topics. So what we got here? First, I wanted, before we get into also my college football locks, I want to get into these fans getting at Caleb Williams because he was crying on the sideline. I mean, the man just lost his third game, realized he's probably not going to get to the Heisman. He's definitely not playing in the New Year's Six Bowl. He damn sure ain't playing for the national championship. And this is going to be his last season. Now, there has been some reports that he might sit out depending on what team has the number one pick and all that. He's not sitting out. You could, the way he was sitting there crying, that tells me he's not sitting out. He's not going to come back next season, I should say. I'm sorry. He's not going to come back next season to play college football. He's going to the pros, to the NFL regardless. And that just told me he knew his career was over, basically, as far as being competitive and actually playing for something meaningful for USC. It's done in his collegiate career. Yes, you're going to play for pride now. You know, hopefully they can, you know, he's going to go up there and try to go out there tomorrow and try to spoil Oregon's chances to get to the college football playoffs. Because like I said, if Oregon goes on to win and they beat Washington, I think both them teams are going to get into the college football playoff. I don't see why you keep them out. I think their resumes, I think they're better in eye test than any other any other couple teams. Obviously, my Florida State Seminoles, I'm biased. But other than that, I think those two teams deserve to be in. See, all those fans and everybody, come on, man. Stop it. Knock it off. Man, the man's, what's he supposed to be? Not emotional? Man cried. Because you seen it. That makes him a sucker or something? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You don't got, maybe you're not emotional, but that's how that man felt. He left his blood, sweat, and tears and his guts out there on the field for USC the past 2 seasons. And obviously at Oklahoma before that. And it's over now, basically. Meaningful games that count. Oh, man. Y'all are weird for that. Y'all are real weird for that. All right. So now, let's get into my games I'm looking forward to. So I'm looking forward to Ole Miss, Georgia. We're going to get into Ole Miss in a second when it's some other off-the-field stuff with Lane Kiffin. Ole Miss, Georgia. I didn't realize, I forgot Ole Miss is ranked number 9. This is gonna be an intriguing game right here. We'll see what's going on. I believe Brock Bowers is gonna play. They're saying he's gonna play. Yeah, either way, I think Georgia pretty much takes care of Ole Miss because Ole Miss had a chance to do something against Alabama, didn't get it done. Yeah, I believe Georgia gets it done. Other game I'm really looking forward to is obviously now what just happened. Breaking news came down earlier this afternoon. Jim Harbaugh has been suspended for 3 games for the sign stealing. I mean, I don't even know why the hell it's a scandal. It's not a damn scandal. Like, it's everybody cheat. Everybody steals signs. Again, I'm going to say this again, and I don't really got too many more comments. So the only comment I'm going to say before I get into anything else is that, listen, the dude Connor Stallions is saying that Jim Harbaugh didn't have nothing to do with it. How did he even get on their sideline, Central Michigan sideline? That's what I want to know. His name has to be on the badge. His name wasn't on the badge. So how did he get the badge to get all the way down to their sidelines, have Central Michigan gear on and everything? Something ain't right. Something is not right. They're doing Jim Harbaugh dirty. He should not have got a 3-game suspension. That's my opinion on that. NCAA, y'all are bozos and y'all are corny for that. Y'all, whatever issue y'all got with Jim Harbaugh, whatever it is, if you're trying to get him out of the college football, you might have just succeeded. If I'm him, I'm leaving. You already suspended him 3 games, 3 or 4 games this season for something else. And now 3 more games, I'm out. Time to go to the pros. And then if that don't work, I'm either going to go coach high school or I'm going to be an analyst or something like that if I'm Jim Harbaugh. But yeah, college, I'm done in Michigan. Hopefully I don't hope they don't cap it off with a national championship because I want my Florida State Seminoles to win. But if Michigan does, I'm cool. I like Jim Harbaugh overall. I do. I rock with Jim Harbaugh. They doing him is dirty. Anyway, like I said, I'm looking forward to that game against Penn State. Now without Jim Harbaugh. So those are the 2 games I'm really looking forward to. Not too many more, just those 2. So let's get into my locks. Hold up. Get back to what I was doing. Got notes everywhere, y'all. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. All right. So my locks in college football. I got Oklahoma State -2.5 at UCF. Oklahoma State got a sneaky chance to get into the Big 12 title game. They beat Oklahoma last week. I think they played Texas. Yeah, Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma. They won me some money too a couple times. Oklahoma's legit. I got Kansas -3.5 over Texas Tech. I got Texas -12.5 over TCU. TCU's not what they was last season. I mean, that makes that title game seem like a fluke. I got Bama -10.5 against Kentucky. And Kentucky had a chance to do something against Georgia, and they did nothing. They got demolished, and then they got beat by Tennessee. Kentucky was trying to. They had us fooled for a minute. No disrespect. They play, you know what I mean? They're a good team, but they ain't on that level yet. There's levels to this, and they're not on that level yet. They're not elite. Then I got Stanford plus 20.5 hosting Oregon State. Oregon State's defense is legit, elite. I don't know if their offense is legit and elite to beat them by 21 points. So I got Stanford to cover and hold it down with plus the points. All right. So now, as we go back into it, so there was a story, like I said, it's about Lane Kiffin. The school's getting sued by one of their former athletes. Let me just pull it up real fast for you. So the former player's name is defensive tackle DeSanto Rollins. He's suing the school. He's suing after he was kicked off the team after he took a mental break. He was called into the office. He was kicked, and then whatever. They had an exchange. He was kicked off the team. I'm actually going to play that for you right now. Yeah, I don't really. I'm going to play it for you, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. Give me 1 second. Let me tee it up for you.
The head coach wants to talk to you, and you say, I'm not ready to talk to you. What are you living? Go, figure out the team. See ya. See ya. See ya. Go. And guess what? We can kick you off the team. So go read your rights about mental health. We can kick you off the team for not showing up. When the head coach has to meet with you and you don't show up for weeks, okay, we can remove you from the team. It's called being a put hanging behind and not showing up for work. Would have come here when you.
All right. So hopefully I heard that. I got to work on my audio. I will get better at it. Basically what he said to him is that when the coach calls you into the office or calls you in and you don't come, that's kind of basically whatever. I'm not saying he's abandoning his team, but basically that's enough. That's grounds for you to get kicked off the team. Basically called him a fucking pussy. Excuse my language. Basically grow up, be an adult. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And he basically said you can't sue us because you can't go read your rights about mental health. I'm saying, sorry. We can kick you out. They can still kick him off the team. Forget about and in regards to mental health rights. My thoughts are, I don't think he should have came at the kid like that. The kid does need to toughen up. I don't know if this is going to stick. I mean, listen, if the coach does call you in, yeah, you know what I mean? Come, you got to go down there, man. Go see the coach. Even if you're taking a mental break, let the coach know, hey, man, listen, I'm taking a mental break. You know what I mean? Can I take some time away from the team? I don't know if that was expressed. From what I'm getting from what Lane Kiffin said in that audio, I don't think that was actually expressed to the coach. So, man, listen. Again, hopefully this doesn't set a precedent. The kids think they can do this. Again, listen, I'm partial to mental health. I'm not saying mental health should not be taken seriously, but you have to also reach out to. You have to speak your truth or speak your mind. Closed mouth don't get fed. Pause. Listen, I'm going through something right now. Can I step back? Doesn't seem like that was relayed to Lane Kiffin there. I don't know how far the $40 million lawsuit's going to go. I mean, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, sometimes kids, we got to toughen up. I hate to say it like that. We got to toughen up a little bit. You know, we got to toughen up. He didn't really say nothing wrong. He didn't really defame him. He just called him. He called him a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Toughen up. He called him a pussy, really, for the most part. So I don't really see much. I don't see where that's gonna go. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because it's out there. It's obviously with the Michigan story going on, I kind of brushed that under the rug, but wanted y'all to hear the audio. If you didn't hear it, I kind of told you what he really said in it. You know, again, do with what you may. Give me your thoughts. Said like, subscribe, share, comment, support. Really appreciate it. All right. Switching gears to the NFL. Before I get into the NFL, matter of fact, there's another topic I want to talk about college football wise. Samuel Jackson has some good things to say about Colorado, basically. Where he basically said, hold on, let me pull it up here. Hold up. So, courtesy of News Break, Samuel Jackson. Let's get it up here. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I'm tripping. All right. So Samuel Jackson basically said, Colorado Buffalo, see you bust football. Brain farts all around. The OC can't call 3 run plays to get off the field. The DC can't get the guys to stop a baby carriage. Shador can barely walk and is going to end up in a playing wheelchair. End up playing wheelchair football behind that O-line. My rage is better served watching villains in a good Bollywood movie. Same shit right here I come. No more Buffaloes football tonight. Listen, this is kind of a microcosm of what the season has started to turn into for the Colorado Buffaloes. People said this in the beginning of the season, that they'd be lucky to get 4 wins. They got the 4 wins pretty damn early. And I said this a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I'm looking at their schedule. I don't think they get another win. I don't think they get bowl eligible. I don't think they get 2 more wins to get to that bowl. Because the team, again, it's too much turnover, and the team just isn't that good. They overachieved, but they make way too many mistakes. I don't think this is on Deion Sanders. I respect Coach Prime. Coach Prime. He's gone up there every time they've lost, never put none on the players, never threw any players under the bus, stood there and said, look, this is on me. Especially that loss to Stanford. That was a horrible loss. You up 29-0 and you lose that game to Stanford? What? But he stood up there and said, nah, that ain't that's on me. Not this is the coaches, not the assistant coaches, not the strict conditioning coach. It's on me. It's on me. He stood up there and said that. Gotta respect Deion Sanders for that. Gotta respect him. But overall, I'm with Samuel Jackson. I don't want to watch Colorado football anymore. And not that good. It was fun for a minute. He had all the stars. He still got all the stars. He still got all the support. Everybody pulling up for the Buffaloes game. It's going to wane now. Now it's time to kind of get the recruitment going, get some better players in there. I'm giving the Buffaloes a couple seasons before they really get to that point where it's like, okay, now they deserve our undivided attention. They're moving to the Big 12 next season. We'll see. It should be a little bit, it's going to be, the competition's going to lessen a little bit because Texas and Oklahoma are leaving, you know. But I believe they're going with Utah, if I'm not mistaken. So you know, there's still going to be some competition in the Big 12. Not as much as the Pac-12. Pac-12's damn good this year. But yeah, I'm with Samuel Jackson. More stories. Yeah, long story short, I'm with Samuel Jackson. No more Buffaloes football for me. I'm not putting any money on them. I don't really want to watch. Like, I'm all set. Like, they got to get that thing right over there. Yeah, team's pretty bad. And again, sometimes these experts are right. You know, sometimes people know what the hell they talking about. And they said, look, they're going to win 4 games. Again, they got there quick. Now that's about probably where they're going to stay. No disrespect. That's just what I'm seeing from where, you know what I mean, from where I'm at when I'm watching the games. I'm seeing the same thing Samuel L. Jackson seeing and a lot of other people are seeing. They're just not good. They're not a good watch. All right. Next story. Antonio Pierce. This just to fire you up before I get into the NFL. Antonio Pierce, man. It's my guy right here. Hold up. Let me play some Antonio Pierce sound.
Sideline yesterday. If that is the case, why was that important for you to have him down there on the field?
Great. They got a Raiders uniform. Them guys bust their tails. They're working out in the morning. They're in the meetings. They're in everything about it. But then on game day, where are they? That wasn't my belief. They deserve to be on our sideline. They earned that right. And I hope they don't stay on practice squad. I hope they push themselves to become on the active roster.
Yeah, squad players on the sideline.
My man, Antonio Pierce might be a damn good coach coming up. What he said right there, and basically what he said was they asked him about the practice uniform, practice squad guys in uniform on the sidelines. He was like, "Listen, they got Raiders. You know what I mean? They got Raiders game on too. They play for the Raiders. They deserve to be there. Keep pushing in you. Maybe they'll get to the active roster. Respect, none but respect. That's all I gotta say. Respect, 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 respect. Antonio Pierce, my guy." My guy, even though he plays in the Giants, and I can't stand the Giants. He played in the Giants. He won a Super Bowl with the Giants. He played for the Commanders too, well, the Redskins. But yeah, I can't. Yeah. Anyway, no, seriously, my guy Antonio Pierce. Respect for that. All right. Now let's get into NFL games I'm looking most forward to. So, game looking forward to is obviously my Commanders and Seahawks. See how we do. Decent win in Foxborough. Could have lost. Should have been up. Should have won by at least double digits. Fumble by Brian Robinson, pick in the end zone, busted play and a run on a sweep, not even a sweep. Hand off to the right. Ramondre Stevenson breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He's gone. And then again, going down at halftime, Sam Howell takes him all the way down. He converts a 3rd and 23, scrambling at that. Then he gets down to the red zone and throws the most dumbest pick ever. Whatever. They overcome it, come back, nice throw, nice dime to Jahan Dotson. Cool. But at the end of the day, they should have beat the Patriots by at least 10. And they still could have lost because Mac Jones was driving, tip ball pick by Martin, his first pick of the year. Cool, that's all right, but I need to see how they rebound. You got to come out and play a clean the game against Seattle Sunday to get that win. Listen, you got to show me something here. You got to put together some wins, Listen, I mean, you're not far out. You're only a game out of a playoff spot. Put these wins together. Got to put these wins together. The other game looking forward to, 49ers Jaguars. Jaguars, both teams coming off a bye. Deebo Samuel's back. Trent Williams is back. Ooh, let's see. Let's see what goes on. Jacksonville's a damn good team. It's a matchup I'm looking forward to. Definitely. Travis Etienne, man, that boy balling. He's balling. Trevor Lawrence, man, he's becoming that player that everybody thought he was going to be out of high school. So that's going to be a good one. Ravens, Browns, definitely looking forward to that. Will the Ravens play down to their – he's not even playing down to their competition. Can the Ravens move the ball on that Browns defense? Can they do that? So that's another game I'm intrigued about. Yeah, that's about it, really. I'm not really looking forward to the Sunday night game, Jets Raiders, and I'm not looking forward to the Broncos Bills. I'm going to watch, but I'm not looking forward to them. All right, so let's get into my locks. All right, I got the Titans plus 1.5 against the Bucks. I got the aforementioned 49ers -3 at the Jags. I think the 49ers got something they coming in mad. Basically all I'm going to say. They stopping this 3-game losing streaks and everything. Everybody questioning Brock Purdy and all that. They stopping it on Sunday. I got the Cardinals. Kyler Murray's back, plus 1.5, hosting the Falcons. I got the Packers plus 3 at the Steelers, and I got the Texans plus 6.5 at the Bengals. That's going to be a good game too. It's going to be a damn good game. Looking forward to that as well. So yeah, those are my locks. If y'all winning some money, hold me down. Hold me down. You can pick it. You know what I'm saying? There's some bread. I drink Modelo. I'm a size 12 with sneakers. I'll let your boy. You talking about? All right. Now, real quick, before we go to break, one more thing. I kind of want to talk about what Bomani Jones kind of said. Rips the NFL for celebrating DeMar Hamlin. So let's get. He says, here's what he says. The belief in this game is the way that people look at it is so powerful that they've got to believe they can make it into something good, Bomani Jones said via awful announcing. I'll be honest. It's almost a year. It's been almost a year since all this happened, and I haven't really reconciled where I am on it and how I feel about it. And you just keep showing me this. We'd all be better off acting like it didn't happen. His rant in and there. He said, I do recognize that the role of sport in society is value, promotion, and all these things. But now that everything has to be made into a television show, the NFL has to stand in every way for all that's good. And what they're trying to do is turn what happened with Damar Hamlin into a story of inspiration. There's nothing inspiring about what happened. Okay, that story courtesy of The Spun. Shout out to them. My quick thoughts on that is I agree with him. You know, shout him out, but you can't keep putting them on every board. And you know what I mean? I think it's I don't know if it's inspiration. It's a miraculous thing that happened. It should raise eyebrows and make sure we be more aware and get our technology better. Not better, but bring more technology to the game, or have the technology in your house when something like this happens. That's what it should do. It should raise up the awareness, not necessarily celebrate it or make it seem like it's inspirational. That I agree with. I don't think it should be inspirational. I think it should be just more of an awareness raiser. Raise more awareness to what happened and how do you prevent it from happening to you? The man got his life saved. I hope he lives the best life ever. You know what I'm saying? Like the doctor said, you won at life. But we can't keep saying it's inspirational because it isn't. It's inspirational that he's able to play and everything else like that. But it should be like I said, it's more about awareness. It should open our eyes and say, okay, hold on. This man almost lost his life. This could happen to the regular person. And we might not have that technology to save us. Got to get that technology, you know? Make it affordable. How about that? I mean, damn. We got to make something affordable medically here. That defibrillator is like $2,000. I looked it up. Trust me. You know, that too. But all right. Again, shout out to Damar Hamlin. Great, good feeling, good vibes. And whenever you see the young man, awesome. But it should be more of raising awareness and more of an eye opener for us to say, let's get better technology, and not just on NFL fields in the home. And let's talk to our doctors about maybe ways that we can prevent cardiac arrest and things for our heart. You know what I mean? Everybody should maybe see a cardiologist. I don't know. You know? All right. Cool. Let's take a break. When we come back, switch gears to the NBA. Got some hip hop for y'all. Got a crazy story. A woman had 22 kids, and she's only like 25. That's the crazy thing. Listen, like, subscribe, share, comment. Stick and stay. Fanatical Massholes, your boy Mizzo. Right back.
Y'all fly forever.
Turn that shit up, yo.
Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.
Respect, welcome back. Fanatical Massholes shows, your boy Mizzo. Still rocking with y'all. Let's jump right back into it. So, NBA got a list. Well, not a list. It's a story article as far as the upside of the last five NBA number one NBA picks. This is just an article from Twitter. Legend Hoops. Shout out to Legend Hoops. They basically asked the question: rank the last five number one picks by their ceiling. So I'm gonna do it. I'm going Zion. I'm going Wemby. I'm going Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, and I'm going Cade Cunningham. Then I'm going Paolo Banchero. So again, it's Zion Williamson, Victor Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Paolo Banchero. So I'm gonna give you the stats. Why I think so. Again, these are the stats. So Zion this season he's averaging 21, 7, and 4. He's hurt. He's playing tonight. For his career, he's averaging 25, 7, and 4. Ant-Man, this season he's averaging 28, 6, and 5. For his career, 22, 5, and 4. Paolo Banchero, he's averaging 18 points this season, 6 rebounds, about 5 assists. Last season, for his career, he's averaging 20, 7, and 4. Cade Cunningham, he made a big jump this season. He's averaging 24 points, 4 rebounds, about 7 assists. For his career, he's averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Obviously, Wemby, this is his first season. He's averaging 18, about 19, 9, and 2. So, yeah, listen, looking at that, I think Cade Cunningham's got a good ceiling. He's starting to show that he deserving of that number 1 pick. But I like Zion, man. If Zion stays healthy, Zion's a problem. That man, he is a problem. Go on Zion, and Ant-Man, I said this in our NBA preview show. Go watch all the episodes on YouTube and Spotify. Hit us up, Fanatical Massholes. Anyway, Ant-Man, I said he's got to have a big season. He's the player I'm looking out for. Can he take the Timberwolves to that next step? So far, he's doing it. He's doing his thing. Definitely, basically capitalizing off his run with Team USA this summer, World Championships. So listen, yeah, Ant-Man. I got Ant-Man second highest ceiling, and then no, I don't. I'm sorry, I got Ant-Man with the 3rd highest ceiling. I like Wemby. Obviously, Wemby's gonna be a superstar. He's already a superstar, but he's gonna really earn it. His handle, he blocks shots from the 3. He closes out and blocks the shot out of bounds. He can shoot the 3. He puts a little bit more muscle on him. And yeah, it's gonna be a wrap in the NBA for a while, for a long time. He's gonna be competing for the face of the NBA with Luka, Nikola Jokic, Ant-Man, Jason Tatum, guys like that. Yeah, like I said, I like Cade. I like Pablo Banchero too. He's obviously Duke guy. I'm a Duke fan, basketball, but I like him, but I don't see his ceiling better than any of these guys. So yeah, that's my order right there. I got Zion Williamson, Victor Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Paolo Banchero. All right. Here's my favorite subject, my favorite part of the show. One of my favorite portions of the show. It's called Talk to Me or Miss Me. So first one we're going to talk about is Tom Thibodeau. So there's a Knicks divide, supposedly. 1 second, let me pull it up. All right, so Knicks players divided into 2 camps amid civil war in locker room. It's courtesy of Basketball Forever. Starting in the playoffs last year, I think the Knicks are a team that is engaged in a civil war, he said. This is from NBA executive Amin Al-Hassan. The war is between the guys that know how to play and the guys that don't. I think on one side, you got Brunson, you got the Villanova guys, basically. You got, I believe, Quentin Grimes. I think Hartenstein is there. And Mitchell Robinson. By virtue of just, he's very limited on what he can and can't do on the floor, and he's not really asked to make any decisions. On the other hand, you've got Julius Randle. You got R.J. Barrett, and on some bad days, you've got Emmanuel Quickly. Guys are just playing emotional impulse basketball, and you can get through a regular season on impulse basketball. You can't get anywhere in the playoffs on impulse basketball. You have to be able to be discerning out there. I mean, I don't really see that this season. I mean, listen, I don't know. I think the Knicks are going to be all right. Knicks are going to be fine. What's the Knicks record? Hold on, let's look at their record. I'm going to say miss me with this, though. That's all I'm going to say. You miss me with that. But let me just look up their record real quick. Knicks are 4-4. Again, it's a slow start. You know what I mean? They're learning each other. They got, I think, yeah, they'll learn each other again. They'll pick it up. They're going to pick it up. Miss me with that. All right. Next one. Draymond Green. He keeps saying, again, here goes Draymond with, he thinks Steph Curry's the greatest point guard of all time. Miss me. They asked him, Stephen Curry's arguably one of the greatest point guards. He said, No, he's not. It's Magic. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. And miss me with that. All right. The next one is the Bucks. Are the Bucks in trouble? It's not really a miss me with that. Well, it is. I think the Bucks will be better. They blew. Giannis had a 54-point night against Milwaukee, against the Pacers last night. Second night of a back-to-back. They lose the game. Do I think the Bucks are in trouble? No. And a lot of people, their defense is not good though. But I'm gonna say miss me. Bucks will be fine. Bucks will beat them in the end. I think I got the Celtics beating them, but the Bucks will definitely beat them in the end. I got Dame as my MVP. That's not looking good at all. But Bucks will still be in there. Miss me with that. Last but not least is LeBron James basically saying, let's get LeBron's quotes here. So LeBron James basically said, as far as his career, they basically asked him, how would his career have fared had he went to Miami? Had he not went to Miami? He says, but as far as my career was going to be my career as far as individually, because I know how much I put into the game and I know how much I've strived to be as great as I can be. And, so, I mean, listen. And then he also said it was a culture change for me going to Miami. People talk about heat culture. It was a culture change, period. I was changing everything about my life for the first time in my life. I'm going to talk to you for a minute about it. I think he's got some points, but I agree with folks who say he wouldn't be on the level. He wouldn't be the comparisons to Jordan or them saying he is the greatest player ever would not be happening had he not gone to Miami. Them 2 championships, them 4 finals runs, and the way he took off and became the best player in the game once he went to Miami, legit, hands down, wouldn't have happened had he not went to Miami. So, yeah, had he not went to Miami, that wouldn't have happened. So I agree with everybody there. Do I agree with him that his career probably would have still been his career? Of course. LeBron was still LeBron, even in Cleveland. He was taking teams that you could obviously say maybe they wouldn't have done anything without him, and they went to the finals in 2007, I'm sorry. And then they won 60 games. He was winning 60 games with them teams. Now, they underachieved in the playoffs, and they're going to say, well, look at the teams. That's my biggest gripe that I don't like, is they say, well, look, good team he had around him. Well, he won 60 games with him in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? But I think I agree on both parts. I don't agree. Like I said, I agree that LeBron James would have still had the same career, but I also agree he wouldn't be considered the best ever had he not gone to Miami and won those 2 championships. I agree with that. All right, let's talk to me. Miss me. Sad news, though. I want to say, rest up Robert Williams III, landlord. He played out here for the Celtics. Just got traded to the Blazers, sprained his knees out for the season. It's basically just to say, man, sometimes you question yourself as far as loyalty to these teams. He was dragging on one leg for Boston in the finals against Golden State. His knee's never been right. Now he's going to need surgery on the same knee. He's out for the season. Hopefully he comes back next season and dominates. I'll take him on my team. But rest up, big fella. All right. What we got here? So now let's get into a little bit of hip hop. So Offset and Cassidy has some things to say in regards to what's going on. Here we go. Let's listen to Cassidy first. Hold on, y'all.
Not rap. Niggas is bullshitting, and y'all should be ashamed of yourself. And the people I'm talking to is the fans, the people watching. And y'all should be ashamed of yourself because y'all supporting them. Y'all going to their little pages and y'all streaming their music and y'all making them famous. And these niggas is trash, real nigga shit. And on top of that, they only putting in a little bit of time a day. Like these niggas probably only rap or write a rap. They probably ain't even writing their own raps, first of all. Ooh, if they're writing a percentage of it, they only spending like a half an hour to an hour in the studio or a day on the track, and y'all making these niggas rich and famous. But y'all niggas is in these jobs that y'all working all the time. Minimum wage, or even if it's not minimum wage, you still feel like it. Y'all working forever, doing all this overtime and shit, still can't get above water. And y'all supporting these niggas that's putting in a half an hour a day. How? That don't make no sense. I just want niggas to keep being competitive and trying to rap. Like, that's all I care.
All right. So that was Cassidy saying that. He wants to do the rap. He wants to be competitive. I've been saying that. I don't understand why they're not listening. Why they just looking like somebody trying to old head y'all or trying to talk down a little boy y'all or even little girl, whatever. Like, we're not trying to sun y'all. We're just saying, as a fan too, like, man, it's watered down. But hold on. I got somebody from your generation who's saying the same thing Cassidy's saying. One more. Hold on 1 second. Pause. Give me a second. Here's Offset.
year. I'm noticing that like the numbers are down in our genre specifically because I feel like everything is so the same. Like the next new is another that was just here. Like it's nothing new being brought to the game, not just on the sound side, but just all the way around as like creatively too. Like the most videos be like a Rolls Royce in the background, 2 chains on. And that shit getting boring, fellas. You know what I'm saying? It's like no real entertainment. And why you got these pop and these country artists smoking shit because they coming with the full round, like the full package. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't the same. Like they telling stories.
Yeah, everything ain't flexing. If it's 3 rappers standing out and it's 100 rappers, then it's like all these other rappers gonna turn the pages because it ain't seen. I'm noticing that like you gotta give a fan the experience. Experience is you, not you on the mic. Like that shit don't be enough, bro. Then you like taxing on the ticket sales. Like, you know what I mean? On $200 a ticket. But you ain't got no production. It ain't no. I feel like a show is like a movie. It's the beginning, middle, conclusion, and you gotta have some dialogue in that shit. You gotta have some choreo in that shit. You gotta have some wow moments you gotta have with somebody, everybody in the crowd feeling your painful song. The colors and the lasers and the lights of the show is what matter also too. And I just feel like educationally wise, like it's not diving into that and learning that. It ain't never too late. And so that's why.
All right. So you just heard him. You heard Offset. You heard Cassidy before that. I mean, I've been saying this. Y'all better hit up Taylor Swift or Beyonce and learn how to rock a show. Or get back in the lab. Hit up Jay-Z, hit up Drake, Wayne, somebody get back in the lab. You know? Stop worrying about the glitz and glamour and the chains and all that and really get down to your craft. If you really respect your craft, this is your work. It's your job. You know? I get there's a lot of people, there's a lot of people who don't like their jobs. But the people who do, they take pride in their job, even if it's a janitor, even if it's the manager of McDonald's, they take pride in them burgers. They take pride in making sure you get the best service ever. So for the consumer, myself, that's buying your records, you should be taking pride in making sure, let me put out the best album ever. Every time I jump in this booth, I'm trying to flame this mic and burn it down. That just doesn't happen anymore. Back when I was growing up, the albums had to get better, or you was gonna fall by the wayside. Now they don't get better. You get that one track, it's like, that's it. That's it. Been saying it. I can't keep saying, look, young fellas, young women, anybody in the game right now, or whatever, you in the game right now, gotta do something different. You gotta look at what they're saying, listen to what they're saying, get back in the lab. Hip-hop is losing right now. That's it. Hip-hop is losing. Hip-hop is losing. You know, you're doing all this goofy stuff and all that for clicks and likes. Just get back to making good music. Tell us what's in your heart, what's in your soul. That's what we relate to. A lot of us can't relate to the Beamer Benzes and Bentleys. Shout out to Jewels. A lot of us don't got the change you got on. That don't make us lower than you though. Speak to us about your growth, what you've been through. Now, again, once you done been in change, once you done had change and made all the money, yeah, after 10, you can't keep, like Jay-Z wasn't going to keep rapping about you. I'm so gangster, pretty chicks don't want to fuck with me. He ain't going to keep saying that. He ain't going to say what he said right now in 2024 that he said in 99. Of course not. Of course not. But he still gives you substance where you say, oh, yeah, I was fired. Where you still can relate to it. He still ain't on some, yeah, you know what I mean? Just straight chains and Benzes and all that. No. Like, gotta get back to the substance, man. I want substance. I don't want just drop a beat, make it turn. You know what I'm saying? Let's get drunk and turn up. I don't mind it sometimes. Of course, you in the club, let's get busy. But then make that's the club bangers. But when we go put your album in, there should be other stuff too to say, okay, you got his club bangers, he got either joint for the ladies, or he got some stuff that just hit me and cut me deep in my core. I was like, ooh, I felt that. And that's just not out there right now. It's not out there right now. There's some rappers that do it like that. I mean, I like the young man Rod Wave, him, artists like him. I mean, listen, I'm not telling you to be like Rod Wave. Everybody should follow their own path. All I'm saying is, man, you got to get back to stuff that we can relate to. And again, like he said, like Offset said about the shows, you got to put them on. You got to put on for the shows. You can't just be grabbing your crotch, pause, just on the mic. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do some stuff. You got to, you know, Like he said, start in the beginning, the end, conclusion. It's got to be a show. It's a show. It ain't just we're not here just to watch you rap or sing. You know what I mean? Put a whole show on. Bring out the low rock, whatever. Cars, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Put the whole scene in together. Like, you got to do all that. It's your craft. Take pride in your craft. And I just don't see the pride in it. I just see y'all just throwing out music, guys, whatever. It's going to bump anyway. It's going to sell. Nah, man. Nope. It ain't working no more. It's not working no more, hip-hop. And now you again, like you said, country smoking. Taylor Swift nobody's touching Taylor Swift right now. Beyonce might be getting close, but I don't know. Taylor Swift is on fire. And it seems like ain't no one stopping that reign. Not a soul. All right. Let's see what we got. What else we got left here? All right. So, yeah, crazy. Now, this is the story I wanted to get into before I get into my bozos and rants. Where we at here? So, there's a mother. She has 22 kids. She says life is hard with her millionaire husband in prison. A Russian mom who dreams of having 105 kids has admitted to finding her that life is hard following the rest of her Turkish millionaire husband. Now, check her age. This is why I don't even know if this is real. Christina Ozturk, she's 24 years old. She lived with her hotel husband, her hotel owner husband, Galip Ozturk. He's 57, in the coastal city of Batumi in Georgia. That's the country, Georgia, not the state. Prior to his arrest during a special forces operation in May. Whatever. And he's been arrested for money laundering. That's not the point. The point is she wants 100 kids. She's only 24. Let's see. So what did she say? All right. So in 2021, the couple revealed how they've splashed around the equivalent of more than 166,000 on Sarah. Oh, okay, I got it. Sarah. All right. So surrogate mother. So she had like two. She's had 2 kids, and they've given money to surrogates. They've had surrogates carry 20 babies for them. And then she's trying to get to 105. That's crazy. Even if she didn't have them, even if it was just surrogates, she's got 22 kids already that she's taking care of. She got some help. Either way, 22 kids. She hopes to get to 105. So you trying to start a village? Your own village? Like, what's going on? Is it end of times that I don't know about? Like, that? So my question to you is, now again, she didn't have all these kids herself. Because again, she's 24. There's no way that could happen. It's not mathematically possible. But my question to you is, how many kids would you want realistically? And now you got to put the caveat on it. If you had the bread, if you had the means to take care of them, how many kids would you realistically want to have? Would you get on some Nick Cannon and go like 11? Or I know, man, listen, shout out my boy Hayes. He's one of 38. Like, would you want to go that route? What would you want to do? What would you want to do? Me personally, man, listen, if I'm caked up, I could go 7. Maybe I could go 7 to 10 if I'm caked up. But, that's just, again, like I said, if you got the cake, pause, if you got the bread, bank account, how many kids would you have? Realistically, would you say, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying that's easy. Just let's do it either. But I'm just saying, like, we know it's obviously emotional, this postpartum and all that. But again, in the end, it's the financial part too. But if you know you can, that's why I said, so how many kids could you mentally and physically and financially think you could hold down? If you had the financial means, if your mental was right and physically you were right, how many kids you think you could hold down in your lifetime? How many kids would you want to have? That's the question to you. Should you choose to answer it? Like, subscribe, share, comment on that. Let me know what you think. All right, let's get into my bozo of the week. So my bozo is a guy that I liked, and I wanted him to stay with the Commanders. Chase Young, he left. So they asked him a question about, leaving to the 49ers and everything. And here's some notables from it in the press conference when he got to San Francisco. On his honest reaction to the trade, he said, "Nah, honestly, I got everything off social media, just like you guys. I was playing my game and it happened. If he thought it was a chance it could happen, he basically said, look, it's part of the business. He's been hearing his name, him and Montez Sweat. His first thoughts when he found out he was going to San Francisco. He wasn't mad. You know, he knows Nick Bosa. Obviously, they went to Ohio State. And basically, when he said, just step in here today, I got in here last week, just the culture. The vibe is a whole lot different. I definitely know that I'm in a building with winners. And he said on how we can tell a difference in the culture so soon. Just the players, the spirit in the locker room, the spirit in the coaches, you know, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? And then he says, you know, if anything has changed or affirmed what he thought about the 49ers now that he's here. Again, he said the culture. Is he mad at Washington traded him? No. Again, he didn't say none of that. He said it's over his head, working with D-line coach. So basically he said, yeah, and he said on rushing a lot from standing up was his preference of something Washington asked of him. It was a comfort level with certain things we had to do on defense. I'll just keep it there. On if that's something he would carry over to this defense, he said, "No, I don't think so." So basically, he basically said he wants to put his hands in the ground. He doesn't want to rush standing up. Okay. I'm just saying, listen, man, to say all of a sudden, like the culture's different and I'm in a team full of winners. Weren't you supposed to be that team that you were supposed to be that player to bring the winning attitude to the Commanders, the Redskins at the time? They drafted you for that. You were the number 2 pick. You were supposed to bring that winning mentality because you were a winner at Ohio State. The Ohio State. So were you a loser? So that's what you're saying. You were a loser with them, and now you're with winners, and they're gonna teach you how to win. Well, how come you didn't learn how to win? How come you didn't want to work with other players and learn how to win as well? Yeah, man. Come on, that's bozo moves. That's bozo, Chase, man. Listen, congratulations on the trade. I hope your success. I hope you have great success in San Francisco. We'll see you in week 17. But come on, man. To say that, like, what are you saying? You don't make any sense by saying, well, I'm in the locker room for the winner. So what were you over there? Were you the winner and everybody else were losers? Because you didn't help them win either. You were hurt most of last season. And then you got hurt towards the end of the 2021. This year you've been having a good year, but you didn't help the team win that much. No, you didn't like the philosophy. Why not that be? Again, I don't know the NFL locker room. I don't think Jack Del Rio is a great defensive coach right now. I don't like his defense. I don't like the defense scheme at all. Chase Young probably should have had his hands in the ground, but still to say, rushing and whatever, you know what I mean? 3-point stance. You know what I mean? He should be coming out, hands in the ground, 3-point stance, rushing the passer like that. I get it. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he felt like he should be doing. No doubt, definitely. But to sit there and say, like, again, the whole winners thing throws me off. What were you then? What are you bringing? So you're the loser going into a team. They're going to make you a winner? What were you doing in Washington? You weren't a winner there. You weren't the winner. So, like, come on, man. Again, I know I'm going around in circles. I'm confused, and he's a bozo. It's a bozo, man, to say that. You're a bozo. Straight bozo. I was going to rant about Brian Cashman with the Yankees, but I'm tired of ranting about Brian Cashman with the Yankees. I'm just tired of this dude. He said a lot this week. Let me find him. You know what? I guess I might as well just do it. Let me find it real quick. Give me 1 second. So let's see if we can. All right. So let me see. I got his quotes right here. Here we go.
You had injuries, which are largely out of your control, but is there anything that needs to change and will change on the process side? Oh, we're always looking to improve on process. So last year, everybody thought that, well, first and foremost on the out, I want to make sure, and I think it's been put out there. Some people talk about we're analytically driven, right? We're the least large, we have the smallest analytics department in the American League East. Is that a shocker to you guys? We have the largest pro scouting department in all of baseball. Is that a shocker to you, to everybody? Shouldn't be. But no one's doing their deep dives. They're just throwing ammunition and bullshit. And accusing us of being run analytically. Analytics is an important spoke in our wheel, but it should be in everybody's wheel, and it really is an important spoke in every operation that's having success. There's not one team that's not using it. We're no different. But to be said we're guided by analytics as a driver, it's a lie. That's what people want to say. I know I can't change that narrative. All I can continue to do is say bullshit, not true. But I will, guarantee it's important and we utilize it along with our pro scouting opinions, along with our amateur scouting opinions. And yes, sometimes we do better and sometimes we do worse with some of our decisions. Sometimes they don't work out, but that's also part of the process. We've had obviously our fair share in the more recent 2 seasons that haven't worked out. Some of it's because of injuries, but
all right. Whatever, man. I don't know. I'm just sick of stuff. Look, all I got from that is a bunch of wham, man. Just winning one out the other, man. Do something with the team. Do something with the team. And then he obviously they asked him about Shohei Ohtani, basically saying it's not in the budget. Basically said on some we'll see what we have in the budget. Hal Steinbrenner came out and said earlier that week, he doesn't feel the team should have a $300 million payroll to win a championship. So that means they're not getting Shohei, because Shohei's getting like 400, at least 400. So it's not going to be Shohei. Pardon me. I mean, you got to get somebody different. Again, I like the young core. You got to just get guys that are healthy. A better training staff to keep these guys healthy. Listen, whatever, if they got the small analytics, then whatever. Then just let Aaron Boone manage then. Just let him manage then. How about that? Just let him manage the damn team without this script. Just do that, Brian Cashman. That's it. I'm not saying no more about the Yankees until March. I'm not saying nothing else. I don't want to talk about the Yankees. I'm pissed off at the Yankees. I'm still going to be there in March. It's my team. But right now I'm pissed off. I just don't even want to talk about them anymore. I'm done talking about them. That is my rant on the Yankees. Yeah, that is it. You know what else it is, folks? That is the end of the show. I'd like to thank y'all for joining me tonight. Remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, shout out our sponsors, Big Belly Barbecue, Young Fly Forever. We'll see y'all next week. Enjoy the games. Boy Mizzo, peace and blessings.
Y'all fly forever.
Turn that shit up, Joe.
Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit.